Hi, hey, hello. Alright, so I thought I would take you guys on like possibly like a day in my life of sorts. I've got to hit Michael's, I've got to hit HEB, I've got to hit Half Price Books, and I figured I would save all of these for today because my roommate has vocal lessons, and as much as I would imagine, well, the story in my head is that if I had vocal lessons, I really wouldn't want to do them in the presence of like my roommate. And maybe they don't care. Maybe they are a less self-conscious person than I am, which I think they are. I'm an incredibly self-conscious person. Or, well, less so than I used to be, but still very much am. And I was like, well, I'll just save everything for today so I can leave during this time slot. And then also, I think it's supposed to be like downpour this weekend, and so I won't have anywhere to be but here. So might as well leave the house while you can, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So that's the goal today, and that's what I'm hopefully taking you along with me. Hopefully we're filming, hopefully I'm recording. All right, we're at Half Price Books. I have a handful of books that I just kind of want out of my house. So we're gonna see how much we're gonna get. Here's my guess, because they're all paperbacks and they're not super new. Or, you know, I don't know. There's like a handful of paperbacks and a singular hardcover. I'm thinking best case scenario, 20 bucks. But probably honestly like 10. So, I guess, let's go. I really wanted my sunglasses to be able to sit on my head, but my hair clips that I put in my hair weren't letting me do that. So, let's go sell these books. Actually, let me get my driver's license ready for them. I love to be prepared for my fellow customer service homies. All right, now let's go. I laid down when I got home. It's wrinkly. With this. Anyways. Stop. Oh my gosh, I'm actually very excited about this chai, despite the fact that it's... And this pumpkin cold from, like you're lying to me. Now time to put these in the fridge. But where will I put them in? They do fit. Should I instead put these in there? there. But then also then we can put, oh, this needs a home. Do you know what else needs a home that doesn't have a home now? Damn. Maybe I'll just put here. Alright, I thought I would show you. Oop, my little bad seed. It's coming down. What I got while I was out. You saw me grab this. They no longer make this shampoo anymore, or this scent, whatever. You can't get it on the website, and I grabbed the last one. So, cheers to that. Then these were on clearance. And I've never done press on nails, but I sometimes really want a manicure. And I just want, my little sister always has the coolest nails in all of the world. And although I would never really rock the nails that she wears, sometimes I do want like something occasionally. So I figured, why not? So we're going to test it out. Also because I think I like the shape and size of these extra short ones. Which means I'll probably always be getting like the maximalist if this works out. Which is fun because then they'll be fun. I got this paper at Michael's because I saw someone do a Christmas garland that was like a pink and light green instead of like green and red. And I was like, oh, I want that, but it was like already like colors in a pull away like set, and my Michaels didn't have that. So there's this. But then I also remembered that I have construction paper that is both pink, red, and light green and green. So I'm gonna see if I like that color, or if I'm gonna stick with these, and if not, then I'll return them. Because it was a buy one get one at Target. At Michael's. And then half price books. In fact, I think showed you got $20, which I think would have been slightly higher. I think I said that I wanted $20 to $25, and I thought I was going to get 10 to 15. So cheers to that. And then for $4, I bought the Blu-ray and DVD of Force Awakens. Which I don't really understand because this is like bonus. And I was like, what bonus content is that? So, because I borrowed from the library the sequel trilogy. I guess just the sequels. Oh, it's Rise of Skywalker, The Last Jedi. Is Last Jedi in the middle? Should I have just gotten that from half price books? Is it Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker? No, Last Jedi is last. I don't know. Anyways, I got these from the library at one point just to see, because I feel like the only one I watched was this. When everyone was, you know, crying about their Star Wars somehow getting woke. I roll. And I think that's pretty much it. Other than, honestly, groceries. I didn't really get anything super fun. I just kind of wanted to craft another garland, seeing as the fall season's decore's coming to an end. But I don't really like Christmas, but I thought, oh, pink and green, that feels fun. You know? And then, because I was looking for like shimmery paper or something, or like black, gold, silver for New Year's, because I love New Year's. And they had foil paper, like metallic paper, but it was only metallic on one side. And I was like, would that look weird? And then they didn't have like colors I wanted. They had this like, they had one with lime green, purple, pink, and like gold. But I was like, that doesn't really feel New Year's-y. Like, I feel like New Year's is very much gold and black. So maybe I'll just use the gold paint I have and paint the cardstock I have, like forwards and backwards. Do you think that would make it too crinkly? Is this focusing on my face? I don't know if I told you in one of the vlogs, I dropped my camera. And when I did that, there was some damage on the screen right here. You can't see. But, as in like, you can tell that something hit the screen. But then also my guidelines went away and the face focus, like the face tracking, essentially turned off. And I never turned it on, so I don't even know what went down. So, yeah. That's all she wrote, folks. And I don't know what else I'm going to do. I really should vacuum my room and make my bed. It feels like it should be 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I feel like I've been bipping and bopping. But it's 1. So, I actually should eat. Really, if we are being honest, I should vacuum and I should eat and I should make my bed. And then I should read something somewhere. I'm sad I didn't find any books or anything more than just like this at Half Price Books. And they gave me a coupon, and too bad I can't use it online. So here's to going back before 2026 and or maybe going to Dallas to the big one. I don't know. I guess while we're in my room, we should make a bed. I didn't mention I got the new, you see, Lewis Hamilton t-shirt. I love the cowboy theme. The only time I really want to brace being Texan is when someone makes Formula 1 merch with the cowboys on it. All right, let's make this bed, y'all. All right, bad news bears for me. Guess who's running another errand? We're gonna return these because I have this, which I knew I did, and then for some reason I was just like, no, I don't want to. But then literally, I can make exactly what I want with this. This is what I'm going for. The white on the end, if you want to see, it's gonna like loop like this. And this will be my Christmas garland. Isn't that exciting? So we're just gonna return this. Get my $9 back. And then I have this cardstock that I bought a long time ago, and this is what I was gonna paint. Metallic colors. And I can maybe do, I think I would take white because on the other side of the foil ones, they were brown. And I could paint both sides maybe. If any worst case scenario, I just paint one side and I also then just make stars to just be all over the apartment. So maybe I'll start this today because although it is not yet Halloween, my decorations are going to stay up past Halloween for like Thanksgiving because it's the same kind of vibe. But I do realize that I like having stuff around the apartment, so I really do want to make this. And it takes a minute, and I gotta search through all of these to get those colors out. And then possibly open this one. Yeah, because I was like, are we ready? This is a different brand. This is not Crayola. I think the greens are different. Yeah, the greens are different. So, and so are the reds, I'm assuming. Well, yeah. Have you ever seen, you see those people on TikTok and or Pinterest who are making like cardboard, construction paper, like pictures? I'm thinking maybe I'll do that for my family for Christmas. Do we think I'm artistic enough to do that? I don't think I am. But we're gonna give it a shot because I was like, I don't even know how people will manage to do that. I'm so happy I went and got like chai mix. Like I'm so pumped. Like it's supposed to be rainy today and tomorrow. I think I told you this already. And I'm like, I can't imagine like warming that up and having like a warm pumpkin spice chai latte tomorrow. Also, what time is it? When? This is also the Mexico Grand Prix. What time is that scheduled for? Oh, while I have you here, and the AC's not going, but you will hear the fan. I thought I turned that off. Oh, 15 minutes. Wow, I have great timing. Talk about the fact that here's my beef. I don't know, this is probably gonna be old news by the time you see this, but Apple is taking over the like F1 TV rights, and that pisses me off because I pay for F1 TV, just Pro, where you get to see all the races, all whatever, and I think it's like $85 for a whole year. And I renewed in September, so I'm pretty much gonna get the first half of the season without having to switch to Apple TV. But I'll tell you what, I'm not paying for an Apple subscription. I don't know how I'm gonna catch the races, I don't know how I'm gonna stay up to date, but I'm not going to pay for Apple. I don't pay for Apple now. Are we password sharing? Is that even capable when we're all logged into, like, most of us, or those of us who use Apple, are typically in a family of Apple users, which means, like, can I share passwords? You've already got me logged into, like, that, and I'm just like, I don't want Apple TV. I pay for 2 streaming services. I pay for YouTube Premium because I got tired of, I used to use YouTube to fall asleep, and so I got tired of hitting, like, being jarred awake by the mid video ads. So then I paid the $15 because I was like, ad free, please. And then I didn't realize that came with music, so then I canceled my Spotify. So I just pay for no ads on YouTube, and then on top of that I pay for Dropout because I think they're funny and they have decent, actually I think they have really good business practices. From what their interviews tell me, that like everyone is really well paid, even the like custodial staff. So I just think that sometimes you just need a little LOL in your life, and so I pay for Dropout. But that's literally the only streaming service. Well, I guess if you count like Errands, which used to be like Scribd, I pay for that, and LIbro FM. Shout out, I do have a referral link, only because as long as you have LIbro, you get a referral link. So if anybody in my house wants to help an unemployed girly pop with her audiobooks collection, feel free to use the link down below. LOL. Yeah, I'm annoyed because I like having the app. I like having it on my TV. I like having access to all that stuff. You can see all of the different F2, F3, whatever. Sometimes even I think like F1 Academy. And then you're gonna make me switch to Apple TV, which is more expensive. It's like $100 a year. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of it, Grandpa. I'm tired of it. But, boo. Okay. I think I really am going to work on getting all my paper out to start this garland, because then I think I'll just pop in Star Wars and start watching all of Star Wars. The newer ones that you just saw but moments ago. So that I can finally see if I like all of it, and then when I go to Half Price Books next or whatever, somewhere thrifting, then I can just look for them and collect them. Also, if anybody has seen Uptown Girls, every time I look for it with like Brittany Murphy, I can't find it. People are holding on to that one. I can never find it. Because I also need to add on my bingo card for this year, I need one more new movie that I've never seen to make that like my goal, because I said that I wanted to watch 10 new movies. So if I do watch, I think the second one in that trilogy, that'll theoretically be my new one. And for sure if I get to the last one, I never watched the last one. Also, I want to know what all the Reylo fans are about, you know what I mean? I want to see if I can pick up what they're putting down as well. Yeah, because we're avoiding being a big kid and doing my continuing education credits for as long as possible. So, do y'all ever read the yellow words on the screen for Star Wars? I never have in my entire life read them. Am I supposed to? I feel like I watched How I Met Your Mother, and they were like, what's her face? Which one? The one where Ted almost marries her and she runs out on him? She was like, it's just words on the screen, and he's like, it's just words, what? Because one of the inside things of How I Met Your Mother is they watch the trilogy every so many years to talk about, to see how just It's reminisce. Anyways, and she doesn't. What's her name? Stella. Stella doesn't read the words, and I've never read the words either. When I was a child, I watched the VHS, the originals, 4, 5, 6 on VHS all the time. I used to pretend that I was Luke. Saving, I guess, Princess Leia from Jabba the Hutt.
One-quarter portion.
I forgot how many like callbacks this at least first movie had, because we've already seen Anakin's helmet and then the thing that she drives from the like Clone Wars, and then they literally were gonna get in something and then it got blown up and they were like, I guess it's the piece of junk, and it's the Millennium Falcon. And I genuinely forgot, because I remember sitting in the movie theater thinking, are all of these absolutely necessary to like tell this story? I don't think they are. And here I am again, just like, because I was like, now I know that the Millennium Falcon is important, because we meet back up with Han Solo at some point, and I think he flies it in, I think, movie 2. Because I think after watching this I realized I did watch 1 and 2. Anyways, I have now started to cut these. We make little, they go from fourths, well, we went from half to fourths. And I think I'm gonna have to staple these ones instead of glue them, because I think they're too thick for the glue. Like, I think there would be too much like popping. Anyways, I guess let's carry on with this nonsensical business. Now we're on to movie 2. And this is my progress. I think I need, it's not long enough from where I want it. So I think I'm gonna have to cut more paper. Oh. JK, I had started movie 3 and not 2. I was watching, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, Palpatine? You slayed who? I forgot. I jumped. It doesn't make sense. Because, what, she's a Skywalker? Is that why the last one's the Rise of the Skywalker? Oh, there's someone outside. Alright, so now I have finished 1 and 2, and it's 7:30. Do you think I should watch this tonight? I'd have to actively watch, you know what I mean? This is the one I have not seen. It doesn't tell you how long it is. Oh, there we go, 142 minutes. So it's 2 hours. That would put it 9:20 plus 20 minutes. Put me at 10 o'clock at night. You know what? What else do I have to do? Nothing. All right, let's, and you know, honestly, it might just be 2 hours, because I'm pretty sure I probably watched the first 10 minutes. I can't get over the fact, I feel like I didn't notice it when I was watching Dune, but I really noticed it watching these, that it just goes straight into the DVD. And it really throws me off, and I don't know why I noticed it watching these and not watching Dune. We'll turn it down so you're not bombarded while I do the setup. I feel as though, I'm pretty sure I feel like I definitely watched that. She said, yeah. Oh, girl. Yeah, the Falcon was back. The spy is a message. We go together. Ren Reforged. Oh my god, I see. Okay, maybe it'll be less time. Yeah, because I'm up to scene 14. So maybe this will just be 2 hours. So maybe I'll be done at 9:30. Ka-chow! Just you, me, and Star Wars Episode 9? I'm gonna have to Google the time, like actual time between each of these movies, because why does this one feel that it like leaped forward so much more drastically than the other two? Also, Chewie dies like that? What? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, let me just finish. Let me just keep watching. Let me save my thoughts for afterwards, seeing as this is the only one I have not seen. Would have held on 2 seconds longer. Chewie ain't dead. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm back before the movie's over. I'm sorry. She's Palpatine's granddaughter. You're lying. That doesn't. Whatever. So you're telling me that Disney produced that trilogy and I couldn't get a second fucking season of The Acolyte? The Acolyte may have had bad acting, but I feel like the plot could have gone somewhere. You're telling me I just watched 6 hours, honestly probably 8 hours worth of movies for literally no reason. What was the point of that trilogy? To show that it never ends? That life is cyclical, time is cyclical, it never ends? Also, I didn't think Reylo was canon. I thought the ship Reylo was because it never happened. And you're telling me it happens for 2.5 seconds? That's what you're telling me. And at this rate, if you were going to pull that shit anyways, you could have let Ben live. And why did he disappear into thin air? Why did Leia disappear into thin air? Hours, if not days and weeks after she died. Where'd she go? Where'd he go? What was that? Also, not to sound misogynistic, but to sound misogynistic, I just don't... Well, you know what? I was going to say, I don't believe Rey is that strong. But, you know what? I'm thinking back, and it's not like we got the same... It's not like we got the same amount of training. I just got to see more of Luke's training. So then it was, like, more believable. Whatever. I guess she really could have defeated Palpatine. It is but a movie. You know what's crazy? Is I know everyone did a hullabaloo because, like... we had of all of the leads and, you know, being quote unquote woke and the toxic fanboys pissed all over it. But what you should have pissed all over it was the plot. There was no point to that. And I'm sure people did piss all over the plot. But I know for sure they were crying about the main characters not being white dudes. White dudes would not have made that better. At all in any capacity. Oh my god. You're telling me we got 3 of those movies and we didn't get a second season of Acolyte? You're telling me those got 3 movies and Dune Prophecy got renewed for a second season? But I couldn't get Acolyte. I couldn't get Acolyte. I couldn't get Acolyte? You're telling me. That's just bananas. Also... I feel like a toxic fanboy. I'm really not even that deep in the Star Wars universe. I'm really not. I'm a casual enjoyer. But I can see why people were mad about the way they used the Force. Because I was annoyed. I was like, really? All of a sudden we can just heal people? We have healing magic? Okay. Although, you know, the brain connect is silly, but I'm here for a brain connect. I think that's kind of cool. I'm trying to think what else. I still can't believe Reylo is canon. Reylo is canon. And I was led to believe, just by not knowing, that like Reylo was just a random ship, because there was, you could see it building. I see why. Pre the last movie, why people would be Reylo shippers. And then the last movie happened, and it's like, well, now it's canon. I know at the beginning, I really liked her and Finn. I wanted her and Finn to have a little thing. And he never told her. What do you think it was? I love you? It's off the heart. And he never confessed it. Unless I missed that part, rolling my eyes. And it's also just all so convenient. There really had to have been, I don't know if I already said this, but there could have been a way for them to have, that entire 8-hour experience was just for the nostalgia of 4, 5, and 6. That's all that was. Because you're telling me that there wasn't a way to somehow incorporate a further plot line or something that wasn't like a continuous repeat. Because where did she get that other, first of all, where did she get that other lightsaber from? On top of all the other questions I have. Secondly, everything was a callback left and right. And I just want to be like, bro, you're telling me that Luke's wing was functional after all of this time while living what could have been under the ocean, that he brought back as a ghost of Force spirit? And you're telling me it flies perfectly? It flies perfectly? Okay. Also wild that they end with the, you know, what are the teddy bears called? The Ewok? It ends with the Ewoks on Endor. Except she goes back to his home. So technically it ends how episode 4 starts. And I can see it's all cyclical. But I just want to be like, there could have been more. This was also outrageous. It was so, I don't know, ridiculous. I haven't ever rewatched. I don't even think I've seen the prequel trilogy, because I think when I came out I was little. And I thought, this is stupid. Because Jar Jar Binks. And maybe I'll revisit them. And are they as stupid as these ones? Although I don't mind The Force Awakens. Yeah. I don't know if I will participate in searching out The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. Because, you know, they really should have just kept going, because I'd like to know more about Palpatine. If he's gonna be over here and die in this one, let me know why he's creeping around the, caves with Chimere. Chimere? Chimere. That sounds like... Chimere? That's his name, but it also sounds like a Greek legend of sorts. You know what I'm talking about? Probably not. This helps you with nothing. But I have an image in my head. It's like one of those things that's like a dragon. It's like half and half of something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm yapping. So, the AC's on. I have nothing else to say. That was an interesting way to spend my whole day. But now I've completed that spot on my bingo board. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!